I had Special Ed on my show recently, and he feels shout out Special Ed, another legend.
One of my favorite.
In fact, my first interview I ever did in life, my first hip hop interview ever in life, was with Special Ed. Did you ask
Special Ed about his first album cover?
No, not about the cover. Why?
Because you know his first album cover, Special Ed, everybody thought his hair was chopped off. Everybody thought he had one hand. I would want to ask him that. Ask Special Ed about that. Because I think he had his hand in his sleeve or something. I'm a hip hop historian, baby. Like,
okay, hold on. I gotta look this up.
Don't start asking me Special Ed questions.
Hold on. Special Ed cover.
Did he have his hand in his sleeve?
I'm about to look this up. Youngest in charge.
Did he have his hand in the sleeve?
Yeah, his hands were just tucked into his sleeve in his pocket.
See what I'm saying? Niggas thought he had one hand or some shit.
Oh, look at nub a little bit.
Yeah, like when he did that, like that made the cover stand out. See, and I haven't seen that cover since a kid, but how did I know?
Nah, okay, I can see where you're going with that.
See what I'm saying?
Well, this is what Special Ed said, right? And you can't say Special Ed doesn't know what he's talking about because he was around before all of us. Putting out albums at like 16 years old, right?
Legend. Come on, let's go.
He feels that you can't call Biggie a GOAT because he didn't have enough projects. He only had 2 albums.
I don't agree
not
with
that many songs.
I don't agree with that.
There's always going to be a debate who's the greatest rapper. And, a lot of people would choose Tupac based on the message and the energy and the emotion that's put into it. But I think that most, serious hip hop heads like me and you, in terms of lyricism and putting words together, most people would give it to Biggie in terms of just the craftsmanship of rapping. Being in the studio with him and producing for him, what was it about Biggie that was just different than any other rapper?
I don't know. I think that, I'm going to be honest, I think that because of his passing and because of Puffy's love of marketing and legacy, I think they kind of like, got it to where that became the status quo. But Biggie was nice. Biggie was another nice rapper. I don't think he had enough albums to make those claims. He was a very great artist, spit, his flow. It kind of reminded me of myself at times. But, and Pac was a great artist too. And I witnessed him, once again in my studio as well, writing and doing his thing. But I think that, just because of both of them passing, everyone kind of, for one, pit them against each other lyrically, and for 2, exalt them up to this phenomenal level of lyricism. And, they both were great in their own way and in their own right. They both had different styles too. So I would just say that, props to both of them for being great lyricists. You can't deny that they were both great. It's just how you perceive yourself and them as artists. You know what I'm saying?
I can't agree with him because to me, it's not about, I couldn't say it's about quantity, it's about quality. That's like saying Michael Jackson ain't a GOAT with Thriller, motherfucker.
Well, he had a lot of projects, though.
It doesn't matter.
He
but
had
when
a
Thriller
lot
dropped,
of big albums.
But Thriller
he also had Off the Wall. He also had Bad.
He had Off the Wall, but what was the biggest album?
Thriller.
There you go. So that's like saying Michael Jackson just dropped Thriller. He's not a legend. Get the fuck out of here. You could drop one album and be considered a GOAT. 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. Niggas talk shit, but niggas could never make music like that. Niggas think they lyrical. Oh, I'm lyrical. This, I'm better than this nigga. Da-da-da. Nah, but you could never do what Get Rich or Die Trying did.
Even Irv Gotti said it was a hell of an album.
Listen. There's just a Hall of Fame of albums.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking keep it real. There's a Hall of Fame albums, and shit like Get Rich or Die Trying, Ready to Die. Life after death and Ready to Die is in the Hall of Fame, nigga.
Okay, I feel you. Because what he feels was that he said that after Biggie died, Puffy marketed him as the greatest of all time, and that's where a lot of people run with that.
I don't agree with that. Listen, what's beef and all that shit? Nobody can make records like that.
10 Crack Commandments.
10 Crack Commandments. Nobody was iller than Big. That's just my opinion. He got taken out at a young age. He dropped 2 albums.
Yeah.
Now imagine if he was around as long as Jay is around. He would have dropped 2 more albums. Would he be considered the GOAT?
No, you're right, because if you really think about it,
Pac
Tupac only had, I feel that Tupac had 2 great albums. Well, no, 3 great albums.
What, All Eyes on Me?
All Eyes on Me, Machiavelli, and Me Against the World.
I agree with you. What else albums he had? Machiavelli
he had a lot more albums. He had,
and Machiavelli was more of a diss album. That's when he dealt everybody and had ill concept. Him dying and coming back to life.
It was a hell of an
So
album.
Pac was ill because he was like a nigga you could tell read Art of War, nigga that read all kinds of books and shit like that. Machiavelli, I'm reading that book. I read that book before.
Yeah.
So you could tell he's a nigga that read books and was smart. Just like I seen Nas on a tour bus reading books. He's smart.
Well, Special Ed also
But you can't say a motherfucker could be a GOAT off of one album. Just like I said, if Michael Jackson just dropped Thriller
and then retired,
and then retired, he's not a GOAT.
Okay, I agree.
He's a GOAT.
I agree. Well, he also said,
and we could look up with Thriller, so we don't even want to look.
Like 50 million or something.
50 million albums.
Yeah, something.
So there's no way a nigga could sell one album and he's the GOAT. It's true. You could do one album. Right. It's not quantity. It's quality over quantity.
Oh, you're right. And also when Biggie died, what happened in Brooklyn with just the parade and like.
And you got 2 albums to sit on. You mean to tell me Life After Death ain't a classic and Ready to Die is
they're
not
both
classic?
Classics.
Come on, bro.
They're both classics.
Now imagine if he would have came out with a 3rd album. Yeah. Or imagine he would have did a joint album with Jay-Z like they said he was supposed to do the Commission.
Right, or the Commission
What
album,
happened? He would have been off of Bad Boy and he would have been as big as Jay-Z is right now.
Well, he also had Junior Mafia album, which he was on most of the songs.
And niggas be like, yo, he was writing for Easy. So what? Biggie was writing for Junior Mafia and Lil' Kim.
Right.
And he's the first nigga to kind of like blow up a bitch. Cause that Foxy Lil' Kim era, let's keep it real.
Is
Kim,
Biggie the first rapper to blow up a female rapper? Well,
I mean, let's look at Little, but you not saying maybe not. Maybe not.
That's an interesting
because
point.
We could go back and say KRS blew up Miss Melody, nigga.
Well,
so
Miss Melody never got that big, though.
But she was fire though. I did listen to a couple of Miss Melody songs.
It's not like her album went platinum.
But we knew who Miss Melody.
Kim went platinum.
But we knew who Miss Melody was,
sure.
or Lady Rage,
there's Roxanne Shante and stuff like that.
Or Roxanne Shante, right?
Yeah.
Now check it. What I'm saying to you with Little Kim.
That's Marley Marl.
All right, Marley Marl. Shout out to Marley Marl. That's Queens.
He wasn't a rapper. He was a producer, which is different.
Queens niggas, of course. But Marley Marl used to talk shit on Symphony. All that. So look, when you look at Little Kim, what was different about Little Kim is Little Kim was the freak chick. She was the bad little Brooklyn bitch talking nasty. Mm-hmm. So all the shit you seeing girls doing now, that really came from Kim.
Well, Foxy was doing that too.
Nah. Foxy. What's Little Kim's first album?
Oh, you mean the years?
You crazy, nigga. Little Kim's first album had, not saying Foxy didn't have an impact. Foxy was more of a slick drug dealer talker type of chick that was bad.
But then she started getting into the sexy thing. Remember?
She did, but Little Kim was talking some nasty shit, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? It was 2 different things, bro.
All right, so Kim and Foxy actually their debut albums dropped on the same year.
Nigga went, listen.
Same year.
All right.
Same year. In fact, now that I'm looking at it, they dropped 7 days apart.
Who sold more?
I gotta look it up. You want to look it up?
I mean, but what was
they literally came. Now I'm starting to see the rivalry going on here.
What was Little Kim first album called?
Hardcore.
And Foxy's was
Il Nana. She's talking about her pussy.
Both. Il Nana. Let me tell you.
I'm just saying Foxy was definitely selling sex.
Foxy was selling sex, but
selling sex.
She was a little more subtle with it. Kim was a little more raunchy.
The name was called Il Nana. She's talking about her pussy on the damn album name.
But
Come on,
know what
cut
I
it
mean.
out. Cut it out, Tony.
But I don't want to say what Lil' Kim was saying, but we know. You listen to Hardcore? Come on, nigga.
She had her titties out. Look, the titties was out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I remember Foxy talked about this. If you look at that era, when you look at all the music videos, it was all like light-skinned chicks, mixed chicks.
Yeah,
and she was the first dark-skinned, bad, she definitely put that stamp down and made dudes look at women a little bit differently.
Foxy she was tall, beautiful. She had the bars, her songs, everything. Her and Kim, they both was fire, but we kept it on Biggie. Right. I don't know how you got the Foxy. No,
because Jay put Foxy on.
Yeah, Jay
Jay's
put Fox,
first hit song, Ain't No, was Foxy
of course,
Brown.
Ain't No Click I Got. That shit was a fucking hit.
No, not Click I Got. Ain't No.
Oh, no, ain't no nigga, ain't no chick.
Yeah,
No
that one. Yeah, I can't say certain words. Exactly.
Nah, that was the clip. That was the joint.
Yeah, and the fact that that's what put Jay-Z on. That was his first hit song.
I think that was the one in the club. That shit killed it.
Right. It was on the Nutty Professor soundtrack.
But you can't front when that Lil' Kim come on. Lil' Kim in the club too. I ain't gonna lie. Girls,
they're both dope. But I'm just saying they're both doing the same thing at the same time.
Definitely.
That's all I'm saying.
Two legends.
That's
But
all
I'm
saying.
just saying what Biggie did, because you said Q wrote for Easy. I'm like, Big wrote for Kim.
Yeah.
Very successful.
No, I feel you.
And he wrote for Junior Mafia.